Twitter once again blocked a New York Post story containing unflattering material about Hunter Biden from being widely shared on Thursday, guaranteeing a second day of recrimination directed at the company from Silicon Valley-hating conservatives and others puzzled by the company's poorly explained and inconsistent policy around hacked materials. Early on Wednesday, the President Trump-friendly New York Post published a cache of emails and photos purporting to contain newly damning information about Joe and Hunter Biden's involvement with the Ukrainian energy company Burisma. The actual revelations contained therein are considerably less scandalous than the Post's headline would suggest. The provenance of the emails was, to put it mildly, murky. The paper reported that the owner of a computer store in Delaware had spotted a Beau Biden Foundation sticker on a laptop that was brought in for repair, then naturally made a copy of the machine's hard drive, which he gave to Rudy Giuliani, who has spent much of the past 2 years trying to dig up dirt on the Bidens in Ukraine. As Twitter lit up with outrage from the left that some journalists and outlets were disseminating the Post's supposed scoop at all, many were reminded of the inordinate amount of coverage that Hillary Clinton's hacked emails received 4 years ago. The Biden campaign denied a key element of the Post's account was true. Right-wing personalities continued to amplify the story, but given its many journalistic shortcomings, it looked destined for a short shelf life outside those circles. Then Twitter did something curious. It blocked the Post story from being shared at all, posting a message that it contained harmful content. According to the Post, Twitter also locked its main Twitter account on Wednesday afternoon. Facebook also put restrictions on sharing the article, according to a company spokesperson, the scope of which were unclear. Twitter's official explanation was that it had taken such drastic action because the Post story was based on hacked material, but it did not provide an explanation for its claim that the emails were illegally procured. Observers quickly noted that, by Wednesday's standard, other tweets containing hacked emails should have been off-limits too, but weren't. Later, Twitter attempted to clarify its reasoning, with the company's CEO Jack Dorsey admitting that our communication around our actions on the @nypost article was not great. The company stated that, as well as including possibly hacked material, the images contained in the articles include personal and private information, which violate the company's rules. But by then, the episode had, predictably, proven to be catnip for conservative voices, including prominent lawmakers, who often accuse big tech of censoring their side for purely political reasons. And it guaranteed that the story, along with a meta-debate around its appropriateness, would continue to percolate on the internet for hours and perhaps days to come. As many pointed out, it was a prime example of the Streisand effect, whereby censoring a piece of information lends it far more prominence than it otherwise would have received. In the end, thanks to their crackdowns meant to limit information, Facebook and Twitter ended up doing some of the messaging work for the Trump campaign themselves.